Hey, what's up, YouTube? Back with another one. Today, I'm going to be talking about the fight that went down at NoJumper between SpoetyFace and J-Hood. A lot of people are thinking that it's a play, that there's a fake fight. They set that up. That has happened before at NoJumper, but in my opinion, this situation, I think it's the real deal. So they were doing the Tuesday show that they do on Tuesdays, and they brought this guy that, just got out of prison not too long ago named J-Hood. Supposedly he's Wack100's nephew. I guess, Wack100 and his dad they've been close friends for a while, and J-Hood and Wack, they're saying that, he's known Wack since he was a kid. Wack used to pick him up from school, bring him to school. They live right across the street from each other. So, he's saying J-Hood saying he doesn't tolerate any disrespect when it comes to Wack100. That's his family. That's his uncle. Nobody's going to be talking bad about Wack100 when he's around. So, it's pretty messy of Adam to bring J-Hood to the Tuesday show when there are a couple people on the Tuesday show that absolutely hates Wack100. SpoetyFace being one of them, Munchie B being another one of them. So, it was just a recipe for a disaster. And I think Adam knew that. I'm not sure he knew that it would go this far, but he definitely knew it would be some controversy and, a little bit of an altercation. But so they were on the show talking about who knows what, and Adam22 brings up Wack100. And J-Hood starts going off saying that he's a Wack lover. Whoever got a problem with Wack has a problem with him. And SpoetyFace chimed in and said he doesn't like Wack. And, they have a little back and forth. And J-Hood says, we can squabble, straight up. But, J-Hood made a video on his channel, and he stated that he only said that they could squabble because SpoetyFace stated that he wasn't going back and forth with him. And that's, kind of somewhat of fighting words. So once SpoetyFace said, he's not going to be going back and forth, J-Hood says we can squabble. And they go back and forth a little bit more. SpoetyFace tell him he's being PC. J-Hood saying, call me PC one more time, we're going to squabble. SpoetyFace said, well, let's not talk about it no more. J-Hood said, let's squabble. They both get up, walk off camera. They supposedly go to the parking lot. Lush follows them. And Lush comes back and says that, they told him he can't watch it. This is, Crip business. This is Crip, situation. He doesn't need to be a part of it. So they walked allegedly further down the street, and they sent Lush back to the office, to the studio, to the NoJumper studio. So Lush comes back, without them, and he's saying that they told him that he couldn't watch. He had to, move around. So supposedly they were gone for about 20 minutes. And I'm pretty sure they weren't out there fighting for the whole 20 minutes. Probably somebody, might have had a bloody nose or a busted lip or whatever. So they had to clean themselves up a little bit before they went back on the show, because they were live during this whole altercation, during this whole situation. They were live on NoJumper. So they both come back. They both seem like a little bit out of breath. In my opinion, J-Hood sounded like, he might have got hit in his nose. He was talking a little bit different, but, he was trying to smile and play it cool. And SpoetyFace, he's there. He's just sitting there mugging like, what's up? What's up? What we talking about? But he didn't have his glasses. He usually has glasses on. He had glasses on before they left. He came back with no glasses. So a lot of people are saying that J-Hood won because, he was smiling and more talkative. And some people are saying that SpoetyFace won because, he was playing it cool. He wasn't doing too much. neither one of them really had any marks on their face. But like I said, I noticed that J-Hood was talking a little bit differently. Like, you know, he might have got punched in his nose. I'm not saying that he lost the fight. You know, we weren't there. Nobody saw it. Who knows who won? Who knows who lost? You know, you can get punched in the nose and still win a fight. You know, you can get a nosebleed and still win a fight. That doesn't necessarily mean you lost, but it's pretty hard, in my opinion, to decide definitely who won and who lost. A lot of people are just trying to claim, oh, this guy won, that guy won. Who knows? But it came out recently that SpoetyFace has quit NoJumper since that has happened. You know, he said that he made a video on his channel saying that, you know, he got into podcasting to leave the streets. And, NoJumper, the Tuesday show specifically, is becoming just like the streets, you know. He's saying that he's eventually going to, if he keeps up with this same, trajectory, he's going to end up catching a case. That's what he said. So he decided to leave NoJumper, quit NoJumper. He said, his close friend, his good friend on NoJumper at Hefe, he's no longer there because he got arrested for murder not that long ago. So he's locked up right now. I have a video about that situation as well. You guys can check out if you want to hear more about that. But I just wanted to come give you guys my opinion, give you guys some of the facts that's going on with this situation. Give me your opinion. Who do you think won? Do you think SpoetyFace won? Do you think J-Hood won? Do you think J-Hood was wrong for pretty much crashing out for Wack100? So yeah, this is just another video, some more content for you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back soon. Stay tuned.